Hey guys, Snow here. So, since I got this new laptop, I thought I would try the screen capture mode on it. And so I opened up my Steam account today for the first time ever, and I bought Hustle Cat, which I saw a YouTuber and cosplayer Commander Holly playing, and I fell in love with it. I only watched one route, which I plan on doing all of them, hopefully. And I hope to get them all done before I head off to college. And so you guys get the full storyline in every single route. I won't actually have to edit any of this, which makes me super happy. But let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so looks like the only thing you can pick is the photo and the pronoun, which I am a she. And automatically I closely resemble this one. She's so cute. Add that to the cosplay list. Skills: rest management, nutrition consumption, meme curation. Oh my god, Avery's already me. This is me. Maybe. Yep, there we go. And I'm gonna try to do the voices for all the characters too, which I'm really afraid of because there's a lot of boys. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right onto my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. Oh, I look super attractive right now. What is it, like noon? Jeez. Not my fault. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bread dough cushion trap. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass in the cushions. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple things, actually. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Can we talk about my pajamas for a minute? I would actually own that. Okay, so Avery's perfect already. Okay. Or like I'm living in a future furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy's awesome and let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city, too. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me, like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump up as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off! Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape some dried up cheese off the bottom again. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi! Meow. Again, I apologize for any weird voices. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps up at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. I guess since I'm up too, I might as well get to whatever I'm gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Geez, there are so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's List open in again? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one? Nah, that's just another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. Guess that's why Mochi and I are internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only. Internet comment section proofreader, fundraiser street team intern, unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? Actually, my life. I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to mom, dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away. Again, actually my life. I'm gonna go for a walk. So I'm already in love, and we haven't even met anybody yet, except for Mochi, which I'm in love with. When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city traffics and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. I apologize now if I stutter. The apartment is on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still, living a small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever. I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the sides of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I think I know what you're behind. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. A cat's paw! Yay! A squat 3-story building painted so ostentatiously bright it'd be impossible to miss sits in front of me. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Mochi. As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice a sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring, inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. It doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in the restaurant, but whatever. I like cats. God, I forgot I had the effects still on. It'll give me a heart attack. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. And also, I don't know if the effects are going to record on this or not, so whatever happens, happens. This place is so classy, it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Oh, there's a cat hanging from a shelf. That's so cute. Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Like with the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple. Boy, are there a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all over the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some of the built-in structures in the walls. I barely had time to take it in when I hear a voice call out to me. I'm just gonna do my girlish voice of a man because you guys don't want me talking in a deep, manly voice the whole time. So I'll just do my girl version of the voices for everyone. Welcome. Please sit wherever you'd like. I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from. then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually, I start as the source of the voice looms into view. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. Hello, handsome. You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? I'll be happy to give you a tour. His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Oh my god, it's my first option. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, that's great. He bounds closer and towers over me in both stature and exuberance. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here, because he's more like a big sheepdog puppy than what I think of as a cat person. My name is Landry. Just interrupt if you have any questions. You got it, Landry. I'm Avery. Well, Avery, to start, all of our cats are rescued strays. The owner brings them in for care and socialization. As you can tell, I've also given up on trying to do a different voice. They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all. We do everything we can to make them comfortable. Many of them are up for adoption. We have a good match rate for our fosters. Over there is a wall of photos of some of our cats that have found happy homes. Oh, and proceeds from the cafe help pay for their care. The food is really good, too. Our chef is amazing. I recommend the key lime pie, personally. That all sounds really great. I bet you're really happy working here. Well, it's a lot of work, but I like to think it's all worth it. Actually, I saw you guys are hiring right now. Oh! His surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but it's enough to pique my curiosity. We are. Did my explanation tell you that quickly? No, but your face did. You seem really fun to work with, is what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, you seem really fun to work with. I wouldn't mind spending more time here. Really, I wouldn't mind a cute face like that greeting me every morning. Good thing I didn't say that part out loud. Well, it's not all just having fun and playing with cats, you know. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Oh, that's not what I mean. Any job becomes awesome when you got a work buddy. Oh, did I just friend zone him? Fuck. Well, that's true. It does make things go more quickly. We have all different types of people working here. You seem nice, so I bet you'd get along with them pretty well. Before we get ahead of ourselves, you should really talk to the owner. He's the one that would make that decision. He's right upstairs, so I'll see if he's available to meet you now. Oh, okay, sure. Great. Have a seat here, then. Landry leads me to a seat on the plush couch that spans the length of the wall. I oblige carefully not to look too casual. I'm here on business, after all. Do you like coffee? Would you like some? That would be great, thank you. Light and extra sweet, please. He disappears through an open archway around the corner. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. Oh, he's so cute! And can we talk about how Avery takes her coffee the same way as me? I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. Same. Landry reappears a moment later, carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balancing a stout white ceramic mug. The tiny creamer almost disappears in his large hands. Oh, I keep forgetting about the sound effects. He gingerly places them in front of me, careful not to spill anything from either. I put a little bit of milk and sugar in there for you, but I brought some more if you don't like it. Oh no, it looks perfect, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I think we drink our coffee the same way, then, because I made it the way I like it. Good. You have excellent taste. Look at my face. Oh my god. I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Landry take his long strides into the back of the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. It could use a little more milk, though. I guess I'm not good at being an adult yet. I don't like that it still tastes like coffee. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in. It almost overflows. I dive forward and gulp a mouthful from the side before I dare to lift the mug and drink like a civilized person. Oh, me every day of my life. Meow. Meow. Here, I'll do that one. Meow. This cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like a cat knows anything about coffee? Landry's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug. Just long enough for me to wonder where everybody else is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just gonna ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe, but he's not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. He's perfect. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tombs, not books. Or maybe like he's about to try and sell you a crystal that'll balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owners of cat cafes look like. I've never seen... His eyes. They're two different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Yes, you can. Don't be a freak. Act normal. Which one am I supposed to look at? Both of them. My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually, made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Excuse me? Telltale heart, you were looking at my eye. Kids, don't you read that in high school? Well, yeah, but... Iridis heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans. He's got this look like he knows he just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. I would. Best boss ever. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so he's got to at least be good. So he's got at least some good taste hidden in there. Would I need to know that to get a job here? I just gave away the answer, so I'll let that one slide. Follow me. We'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing-looking cakes in the display. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or, to the cats, I guess, since the cats are the only things I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I met Hayes. You may have. You might not know yet. Graves folds himself into the slender chair at a corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with this sort of grim pomp like he's sitting in a skull throne, and a raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. I bet he's a nerd. Hey! I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. Okay. You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire a ghost. He looked terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes. But you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup towards me without looking back up. Thank you. Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect. As always. I don't know what I did without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today, quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs, just as quietly as he arrived. Hayes slips back down the stairs the kid would make a great ninja. Sorry, I glanced at my phone. I look down at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face staring up at me from the phone. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. I would. Now, we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? If I remember correctly, I can answer these as varied as I want. Ooh, I love Maine Coons. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? Sure. What marine animal would you say best represents you? Dolphin. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? Classically hardworking? On a scale from 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. 7.5. Draculas or teenage wolves? Draculas, obviously. Just kidding with that last one. Interesting. Good. I like interesting people. He leans forward, appraising me with this terrible smirk on his face. He's like the cat who ate the canary. Maybe I don't want to be interesting, by his standards, but it feels kind of flattering nonetheless. Thank you? You start tomorrow. Wow, great, thank you. Don't run off yet. I have paperwork for you. Oh, yeah, of course. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he'd never left, trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and a pen. He places them in front of me. So, what will my job be? We'll see. Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much anywhere I see an X, and a line. What's it all for? And why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. And who cares? I've got a job. I push the papers back towards Graves, and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Perfect. We open up at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever, not my problem. I think we're going to go ahead and save here, and then I will continue from this point in the next episode. I hope you guys like it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye! How do I get out?